shoot, 1 second. Gotta open up B. Here we go. Okay, so section B is all about surface area. Surface area is all of the dimensions of the outside part of the figure. All right, so let's consider and a plane face. So it's the sum of the areas of the faces is probably the best way to say it. So we're given a pyramid, and the height of the pyramid is 10.8. Okay, so the tough part about this is visualizing what's going on. First of all, what is all the outsides of the pyramid? A pyramid has a square base. So if this is 13.2, this is 13.2. Then there's 4 triangles around the outside. So there's 4 congruent triangles and 1 square. So the square is easy to find. The area of the square is just 13.2 squared. It's the triangles that are a little bit tougher. So I need to find the height of the outside triangle. So what I'm going to do is use the height of the pyramid. So I'm going to draw the height of the pyramid and this over here, because I need this here would create a right angle, and then my area of a triangle is 1/2 base times the height. But we have to figure out what this height is from the inside part. So from here to here, that's half of this distance, which is 6.6. They tell me the pyramid is 10.8 centimeters high. I now have a right triangle, so I'm going to use my Pythagorean theorem. My hypotenuse squared equals 6.6 squared plus 10.8 squared. So then my height, I'm just going to square root both sides. So I'm going to add all that up, take the square root, and I come up with approximately 12.66 centimeters. I'm going to go a little bit more than 3 sig figs, so my final answer is a little more accurate. So this H is the height of this triangle. So the area of my triangle is 1/2 base, which is the same as this base, 13.2 times the height, 12.66. And if I multiply all that together, but remember I have 4 of those triangles, so I'm going to find the area of all 4 triangles. So I'm going to have 4 times my 1/2 base times height. If I multiply all of this together, my triangles all together come out to approximately 334.224. So my total surface area of my pyramid, though, I have to take the area of my square plus 4 triangles. And I'm going to tell you right here, there are times you're going to get a point just by showing your methodology, even if it's not correct. So mapping out what you're doing. Oh, I didn't actually write out. That is 174.24, my area of my square. So if I take the total area of my square plus the area of all 4 triangles and add them together and round it to 3 sig figs, I'm going to get 508 centimeters squared. This is very difficult to envision. You might have to watch it again talk to each other and talk through this if you have questions. This one is not quite so bad. In my opinion, you're just plugging into formulas. So the surface area of a cylinder, notice a cylinder has a circle on the top and the bottom. That's why it's 2 pi r squared. Then around the outside is 2 pi r h. These are formulas in your formula booklet, so utilize them. Surface area of a sphere and surface area of a cone. You're just going to be plugging stuff into formulas for this. All right, so let's start with the cylinder. So 2 pi, r is 6, h is 15, plus 2 pi r squared. And you just literally plug all that into your calculator. Oh, timeout. Oh, this is saying the hollow. I missed this part. Hang on. Notice if it's hollow on the top and the bottom, I don't have the top and bottom surface area. So we only have this part. And when I multiply all of that together, I get 565.5 centimeters squared. So see, it's really important to pay attention. Hollow, top and bottom. There isn't anything on the surface on the top and the bottom. All right, nothing tricky about B, it's just a sphere. So I'm just going to use my area formula for pi, my radius squared. And notice it says to 1 decimal place. That's why we did not use 3 sig figs here. So plug everything into your calculator, going to 1 decimal place. All of this is area, so all of it will be units squared. All right, no special directions for C, so just plug straight into the formula. Pi, radius is 5, S is the slant height. Notice from up here, that's the slant height, 12, plus pi r squared. So plug all of that into your calculator. I mean, you might want to 5 times 12. You could write 60 pi plus 25 pi. I mean, that might be okay too. This is an exact answer when you include pi. When you take 85 times pi, it's approximately 267.0. Why do we need the 0.0? Because the directions asked for 1 decimal place. So if you just wrote 267, you would miss a mark. Last problem for section B. The length of a hollow pipe is 3 times the radius. So if r is the radius and the length is 3 times the radius. All right, so notice once again, this is a hollow pipe. So we're just using this portion of the cylinder. It's hollow, nothing on the top or the bottom. So I'm going to use my surface area formula of 2 pi r h. So I keep my r, and because the height is 3r, I'm going to multiply r times h. So how does this all simplify? Multiply the coefficients. 6 pi r times r is r squared. So that's the expression for the outer surface area in terms of the radius. Then it tells us for letter B that the surface area is 301.6. So I can replace my surface area with 301.6 and solve for the radius. So to get r by itself, first we divide by 6 pi. Then I take my radius is the square root of this number. And this is approximately, there are no special directions. So I'm going to go 3 sig figs. So it's approximately 4 meters.